Okay. So we recognize that teaching online is different than teaching in person. And it's amazing the flexibility that it provides for our students and for us as instructors as well. But it's also demanding as an instructor to build your online courses. There's all this new technology that you have to learn about, and that technology is constantly evolving, and there's always new stuff to learn that you have to keep up with. You have to build your courses to be accessible so that all of your students are able to participate and learn equitably, maintaining regular and substantive interaction with our students. So constantly responding to emails, responding to discussion boards, posting feedback online, answering questions. It's a lot to handle. And then on top of all of that, you have to remember to be human online. When we're in a face-to-face classroom, the human element comes naturally because students see us in the room, they see our smiling face, they can kind of read the body language. But online, we have to actually put effort into being human and presenting ourselves in a warm and caring way to our students. So we just want to recognize that all of these things are challenging and they can take a lot of effort. And we want to help you today and just remind you of a lot of the resources that we have available and a lot of the things that you're already doing that you can use to make your teaching sustainable. So you're not kind of reinventing the wheel every semester, and you're using some of these resources that already exist to make your teaching a little bit easier so that you have more energy to help your students and to present your content and to bring that human element into the classroom.
So what are the building blocks of your course? So obviously we have our learning management system, Canvas, and a lot of you are becoming major experts on it. Some of you, I even get a little nervous when you come into the open office hour because I'm like, oh no, these guys are going to ask a complicated question. But you guys are doing a great job. We have our learning management system. We also have the building block of course design, right? So we think about how, what's the different pedagogy that we consider when we are actually designing our course and putting it together. Our humanizing tools, so making videos, using discussion posts, using techniques just to show ourselves to students that we are human, posting announcements. Our COC student resources are another building block that we can utilize, where we can direct students to use the TLC online support or come to the library, talk to a librarian, or all the other support services for students that we have, as well as all the different faculty resources. Your colleagues are another building block where you can, communicate with your colleagues and get help when you need it. And of course, your subject knowledge, you're all subject experts in your field, so you can rely on your own expert in your teaching experience. And then, the other building block is, of course, your own presence. You are there in the course, and your course can't teach itself. It requires you there actively participating with students and showing yourself present in your course. So we'll be going into a lot of these different building blocks in this session, but we do want to introduce one little crowdsourcing tool we want to make use of in this retreat. Is we would like to look at a few different time and effort savers, right? So ways that we can become better organized, respond efficiently, and we're calling it work smarter, not harder. And by this, we just mean, how can we be sustainable in our teaching to not burn ourselves out, but, find little tricks. And sometimes it's those little things that we can do through the semester that allow us the time for ourselves that we need, or the time to, just have a more balanced life, right? So you're not feeling just like you're burning the candle at both ends every day, right? So if you have a phone, you can grab the QR code there, and it's going to open a Padlet. And I'm going to show you what this Padlet looks like. Share my screen. Okay, so this is what the Padlet looks like. When you get here, you'll see that there are different categories over here. So one category is get organized. So when you go to the top, you'll see we've already put in some different ideas that we have for how you can get organized. Oh, I see someone's already adding something. So as you scroll down, if you love an idea, you're like, oh, this is perfect, I do this, or I think it's great, you can go ahead and click on this heart, and that's how you can like the idea. And we can see, you can kind of get an idea from your colleagues who is finding these the most helpful. If you would like to make a comment or add to an idea that's already been posted, all you do is click on this little add comment right here and go ahead and add your idea here. Something like that. If you would like to add your own, so you can see, you can scroll across. There we go. So especially if you have a small screen, you'll need to scroll to see all the different categories. So let's say you wanted to add your own Get Organized tip. You can just click on here, and then it'll open up this thing here, and you can say, spend 10 minutes each day deleting emails. I don't know, whatever you want to write there. And then you just click publish. And then it'll post your comment right here. So you can go through this, you can add to it, and throughout the retreat, we'll be checking back in and seeing your comments and hearing from you. We're looking forward to it. Back to you, Joy.
Thank you, Chloe. Let me move on to our next slide. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna kick us off with exploring a little bit about what's new in online education. I did forget to mention at the start of our session that we certainly appreciate all of you who choose to turn your cameras on, but certainly know that that is optional. So do not feel obligated to do so, but it is really lovely to be able to see all of you. And also I forgot to mention that at the very end, we will share out a link. We'll send you all a link to the recording that will be available on our website. We'll also have a survey. So even if you have to duck out early, you'll receive that in an email, and we would love your feedback so that we can make improvements for future retreats. So what's new? What's been going on? Well, we're going to take a step back for a moment and look at some historical data. I promise we won't spend too much time on data, but we kind of found this interesting, taking a look back at sort of where we've been in terms of online education. This graph here is referring just to online courses only, so it doesn't include hybrid, doesn't include online live, but it's a look at kind of how online has grown over the years. Of course, the last couple of years, we can expect this huge jump in the number of online sections, but we've kind of been steadily growing as it was the number of online courses that we've been offering for students. And so heading into fall, online sections alone represent about 40-ish% of credit classes that we're offering this fall. So thanks to all of you for all of your hard work, because we know that many of you are teaching these online classes or some other distance modality. And we just found it very interesting to kind of take a look back and get a snapshot of how much we've grown over the last, 20 years or so. So we did want to share this piece of data with you because this is actually the first year we have data on online live. Online live courses were new. Oh, and Abram, I see your hand. Just give me one moment. Online live courses were, of course, a new modality that emerged as a result of the pandemic. And so we wanted to be able to share some student success data with you. And really, when I look at this data, I'm encouraged because what it is showing us is that, we have an established modality of online asynchronous instruction, and we have a newer modality that has since emerged, online live. And we're seeing that students are faring quite on par in both modalities, in both types. So we look forward to being able to share more information and more data with you over time. But we're seeing that students are succeeding in both modalities quite similarly. So obviously, there's always work to do to close the gaps. And we and the online ed team are happy to support you and come alongside you so we can work together to close those gaps. But we did want to be able to share some positive information that is brand new to all of us now that we have some data to refer to as it relates to online live. Abram, I see you have your hand.
Yeah, I just noticed there was a drop in online classes between 2020 and 2021. What accounts for that?
Yeah, there is a slight, so that's 6 total courses difference that are offered online.
It's not statistically significant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jim. Yeah, as we continue to offer courses, really we're letting students be the driver of this. Of course, we're offering many more courses face-to-face. We're continuing to offer many courses both online and online live. That's just kind of where the chips fell in terms of maybe courses that we're able to run and those that were offered based on the discipline, but it's a very minimal decrease.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for your question. Thank you, Jim. Perfect. So just some quick information as it relates to DE certifications, because I know that you all have worked very, very hard to move through training so that we can best support students in their distance education courses. Pre-pandemic, about 50% of our instructors were certified to teach online and hybrid. And now that number is doubled, but I should note, this is a duplicated number. So it's not that it's necessarily doubled, not that 100% of us are all certified. But we just wanted to update that there has been an increase in the number of instructors who are online and hybrid certified. That number is just shy of 900, and 356 instructors are online live certified. So again, those numbers are duplicated, but I think it speaks to the hard work that you all are putting in to getting trained so that we can best support our students and also meet their needs for the kinds of courses that they're choosing to enroll in. And then again, just kind of a look back that prior to the pandemic, there were really just 2 certification types. As all of us know, in order to have access to Canvas, we all must move through sort of that intro to Canvas training. So there was the Canvas certification, and then there was also the online hybrid certification. And now, my goodness, there's just so much more available that we can now offer our students. And so we appreciate all of you willing to engage in now 4 different types of certifications where you can teach online, hybrid, online live, and HiFlex. So, Chloe, why don't you take it away from here?
Are there any questions so far about any of the what's new information? Obviously, throughout this, feel free to add your questions to the chat and we'll respond as we go. But I just want to make sure if anyone had any questions, we could address.
Oh,
Well,
we have a question
you have a question in the chat to clarify what HiFlex is.
Oh, I do. Oh, okay, great. Sorry. We will try, but we will sometimes fail to respond to the chat. So yes, HiFlex is, James responded. HiFlex is the instructor. The instructor is on the campus and students choose whether to attend in person or online live. So they're doing 2 modalities at the same time. In person and online live are both happening simultaneously. So very challenging, in my opinion, very challenging modality to teach in, but it's happening. But it's exciting too. Gives students lots of options. So speaking of our students, we did a survey. Our institutional research department did a survey in 2021 of our students, how they're experiencing online classes, what they liked about the resources, what they found most helpful. And we thought it was interesting to note that 85% of students found the orientation letters to be really helpful, like a key component of them being able to understand what to expect in their online classes and their online live classes. 9 out of 10, 90% of students found the orientation letters and just online ed resources. So we have a lot of resources on our website, which include Canvas guides, how to log into Canvas, how to access Canvas support via Zoom and phone number. So they found those to be very helpful. And 96% of students also found the ZTC, Zero Textbook Cost Information, helpful on our website. So Carol will be showing it in the next slide, but we will, we have a lot of free textbooks that have been developed by COC faculty and by our online ed team, OER team. So those are available on our website and students have been finding them helpful. And so this is a quick rundown of some of the resources that are available on our website. So students are able to access orientation letters, which all of you update and keep current for your classes. We have online readiness materials. We have our ZTC textbooks. Every semester, our team will send an email, like a mail merge email. So it goes individually to every student that's starting an online or online live, high flex or hybrid course, to give them this information as well, so they know where to log in, what they can expect in their course, how to contact you. We also offer, Canvas 24/7 Canvas has 24/7 support for students, and they can access that through Canvas. And we also have our TLC support, where they can Zoom with students and they can get help if they need help with Canvas or with their online classes. And then we also wanted to mention that COC also has Zoom rooms for students. Here at the library, I believe there's 10 designated Zoom rooms, and they're looking to expand them if the demand calls for it. So if any of your students need a designated place where they can join their online live class in in a quiet place, they can come here to the library, check into the front desk, and they can check out a room. It's a first come, first serve basis. And there's also Zoom rooms available in the cafeteria for them as well, Zoom space that they can join their online classes in. Are there any questions about any of this? Okay, Carol.
All right, so now moving on to some of our faculty support resources. These are available, both of these are on our website, and then the templates I'll explain there on your Canvas dashboard, but these are all available for you to use and adapt as you wish for your courses. So first is our course templates. You may have seen these on your Canvas dashboard. There's an online course template and a face-to-face course template. They're pretty similar, but with a couple differences for the different course types. But these templates are, they have an orientation module, kind of an outline sample module that you can use for your courses, as well as some sample home pages and banners and graphics, because we know all of that stuff, kind of designing your course and making it look pretty and making it organized, takes a lot of effort, but it's also really important and really helps students succeed in their classes when their course is easy to navigate. So we have those templates available. And yes, thank you, Joy, for putting that in the chat. If you don't see the templates on your Canvas dashboard, please contact Chad Estrella and he'll be able to add those for you. Abby, I see you have your hand raised. Do you have a question?
Sorry, I'm trying to get this to work. Hi, I was wondering, I was trying to use the templates for my course, and the only way I could use it was to go to the Commons and get the entire course and transfer the entire course into my class and then delete everything I didn't want. And that was really time consuming. Is there any way to copy just one module or just one page as I want to use it in my course, or a set of pages?
Yes, definitely. So when you see the modules, you should be able to click, I think it's like 3 dots to the right of the module, and it'll say copy to, and then you can copy it to a particular course and it'll send just that module or just that page into your course. And then, yeah, you don't have to deal with bringing everything in and deleting what you don't need.
Okay, thank you. I was doing it the longer way, where you go and you copy content from one course to another, but it's on a broader basis. So
a very good question. And we have a couple of office hours coming up next week. So if you play around with it and you're having trouble, you can come to our office hours on Zoom and we can always walk you through how to do that or any other questions that you have. Okay, so our next resource that we have available is Canvas resource courses. So we have a few of these. They are self-paced, they're free for you to just look at and read the resources and use them as you wish. We have one about teaching with Zoom, using Canvas Studio to record videos, online accessibility, student engagement, all kinds of topics that if you are just curious to learn more about, we've built these courses and you can look through them and read all of the resources and kind of learn more about these subjects without having to go off to Google and do your own searching. We've kind of compiled the information there for you. And then our tip of the week videos. If you were teaching with us last semester, you hopefully noticed these weekly videos that we started in the spring. We thought that it would be helpful to send out very short videos. They're like 1 to 2 minutes long on tips for online teaching that sometimes they might seem kind of basic, but sometimes they're ideas or tools that you didn't know were available. So things like using the comment library in Canvas, scheduling announcements, kind of things that just make your online teaching easier. We've been sending out those tips, and those are also all available on our website, which I'll show you in a minute. But again, just quick tips. So it's not a whole hour-long workshop, but it's just a short idea that you might not know about that could improve your teaching. And then finally, our workshops and office hours. So like I mentioned a moment ago, we regularly offer open office hours where either Chloe, myself, or Joy are available on Zoom for you to just pop in and ask any questions that you might have. You're always welcome to share your screen. We can look at your course and we can help you work on anything that you've either been struggling with or have questions with. We're also available anytime via email or phone. If you have a question and we don't have an office hour at the time, you can always send it our way and we're happy to meet with you. And then we also have regularly scheduled workshops hosted either by us in online ed or our instructional designer that we work with on contract, Helen Graves. We host workshops on different various online teaching topics. And we have that workshop calendar and some of our workshop recordings available on our website, which we will visit next. So I am going to, I'll put the link in the chat. So our website is Canyons, oh, thank you, Chloe already put it in the chat for me, canyons.edu/faculty support. And I'm going to share my screen here so we can view some of these resources. Okay. So here, okay. So this is our faculty support website, and we've recently updated it to hopefully make it a little bit easier to find some of these things. So this is the main landing page when you get to our faculty support site. And you'll see over here on the left-hand side are some of the things that you might come to our website that you need to do. So if you're not yet certified to teach online, or maybe you have, one of your certifications, your online certification, but you want to do online live, you can click on this Want to Teach Online link. I'll just open it quickly. And this page gives you all the information on the different courses and the different certifications that we have here at COC, and how to enroll in those different courses if you're interested in getting an online teaching certification. Right here is our workshop calendar and recordings. So again, this is what I mentioned a moment ago. If you click on that workshop calendar, you'll see our calendar here, and you can see everything upcoming that we have scheduled. These are also available on Professional Development's calendar, so you can look at their calendar or you can look at ours, either way. And so if you ever are thinking, oh, I have a question, let me see when the next office hour is, you can come on here and you can see when those are coming up, as well as any other workshops we have. And if you scroll down here, you'll see a link to our Design Thinking series page. This page has many, many workshop recordings from instructional designer Helen Graves, who is just amazing and shares so much information with our instructors. So you can see all of these have videos available that you can watch if you missed the workshop, or if you attended and you want to watch it again. Those are all available here. And then, oops, okay, I've got too many tabs open now. Okay, here is information about if you're interested in developing OER or using OER in your courses. You can click on this link here to learn more. Abram, I see your hand raised.
Yeah, I just want to say sorry. I seemed to get disconnected for a second.
Oh,
Probably
sure.
my end of it. Sorry.
Go over again.
Yeah, I got disconnected for a moment, but now I seem to be okay. I seem to be back
Okay.
on.
Okay. So we're just going over the website here, and Chloe put the link in the chat if you want to look at this on your own, but it's just canyons.edu/faculty support, and that's where you can find our resources here. And then over on the right-hand side here, the faculty resources, this is where you can find our archive of the tip of the week videos. So all of those weekly videos that we sent out last semester are available here. Our resource courses as well. If you click on this, you'll see all of these courses, and each of these, if you click on this, it'll open up the course in Canvas. So just for example, this is the Teaching with Zoom course, and you can see all of the different ideas and information and guides available in here. We also have Canvas tools, Zoom tools. This Zoom tools links to that same Canvas resource course. And then this course design and best practices page. This page is really loaded with information. So if you're thinking about kind of redesigning your course or rethinking how you want to organize things, this page has all kinds of resources and information that you can check out at your leisure.